how surprised were you by how closely Texas A&M played Alabama?
It was pretty shocking because this has now become a pattern of Nick Saban's teams in the last couple of years. Remember the Texas game a couple of weeks ago? Texas A&M, they were more than 3 touchdown favorites in both games, Max. The key to this game was Bryce Young not playing. Milroe, the backup, just really was not ready for that moment. He made a number of key fumbles. Some would say the defense on Texas A&M created them. But the good news for Alabama, we think, is that Bryce Young will be back Saturday, and they will need him desperately because they're going to Knoxville against one of the most explosive teams in college football.
Yeah, Paul, we're doing actually College Game Day this weekend. I host Countdown to College Game Day, the pre-show leading up until College Game Day. And being in Knoxville this weekend, I'm excited for it. But looking at, number 3, Alabama going to Knoxville to play the Tennessee Volunteers, who are ranked 6th overall. You talk about Hendon Hooker, who is a Heisman candidate, and I think if it wasn't for C.J. Stroud having the weekend he had last week, he would be number 1, but I have him number 2 right now, and then Bryce Young. Do you think Tennessee can actually get this job done and beat Alabama this Saturday?
I think it depends on a couple of things, Harry. Certainly, Bryce Young's health is probably the most important. I feel like if Bryce Young is playing up to his standards, it will be more difficult for Tennessee. But that I went to school there, so I'm somewhat familiar with that stadium. And you've got 110,000 people. It is an explosive atmosphere. This is the biggest game, I think, in Tennessee in that stadium in probably 20 years, maybe even more. And they're ready. They're ready to end what has been a really disastrous losing streak to Tennessee. Guys, the last time Tennessee beat Alabama was 2006. It means so much to the Tennessee people, and I think they're capable. And on top of all that, Tennessee has a coach that a lot of people are just now hearing about in Josh Heupel, and his backstory is fascinating. He was the quarterback who led Oklahoma 20 years ago to a national championship. He came in second in the Heisman. He was Bob Stoops' offensive coordinator, and guess what happened? He got fired. He went looking for jobs elsewhere. He was at Missouri. He finally got a head coaching job. He has almost no affiliation anymore with his alma mater. And I asked you guys this question. Do you think Oklahoma would rather have Josh Heupel as its head coach right now, or Brent Venables, who just lost 49 to nothing against his biggest rival in the University of Texas, and they're about to join the Southeastern Conference?
Paul Finebaum, host of the Paul Finebaum Show, joining us this morning on Keyshawn, J. Will, and Max. Paul, if things played out different on that final play in A&M Alabama game, which I don't know what the hell Jimbo Fisher was calling there, would this Tennessee game – how much different would this Tennessee game be if that final play turned out differently?
Well, I'm not sure how to spell Armageddon, but I've seen the word written many, many times. That's what it would be right now in the Alabama nation, because this would be a do-or-die game, Keyshawn. A loss, and Alabama's done because you can't survive 2 SEC losses and hope to get to the playoffs. Now, I'm not trying to find an escape hatch for Nick Saban, but they could probably afford to lose this game and win out, and they'll still be in the playoffs. They would be in one of the most desperate situations of Saban's career at Alabama in terms of the national championship, and it was very close to happening. Key, you're right. I don't know. I'll defer to Johnny Manziel, who's only the most famous player in A&M history. He said it was the worst play call he's ever seen. I'll defer to you. You know a little bit more about going out and trying to grab a game-winning pass. But to describe it to I'll let you describe it to the audience, but it made no sense whatsoever.
Yeah, it was not a good play. Let's put it that way. At the end of the game, you put the quarterback on. First of all, you could have ran the football to the left side, or you put the quarterback on a run-pass option. I don't know what Jimbo Fisher was doing. I'd like to ask him personally. Now that Matt Rule is on the streets and probably going to collect $40 million in a payout from the Carolina Panthers, with a job opening, a couple jobs opening up in college football, is he destined to get a job again in college?
Yes. And guys, I think I speak for all of us. Please give me a boss that will give me $40 million after a truly woeful 3 years as a head coach. That is America, is it not? After having said all that, he's probably the hottest name right now available for college football.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.